I think we have the college basketball title futures. UConn's number 1.
I really like Houston. I'd have them winning it all, but you can't be giving Drake jerseys. What is wrong with you?
Maybe the Drake curse is stronger in college basketball.
How long has he been riding with Kentucky?
He wore an Alabama jersey and Saban retired.
The Odds Couple with Rob Fisher, Lang Whitaker, John Roser, and CJ Hurt live Thursdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
10 feet ahead of you, catch me in something you'll never do. I turn around and I level you, no motivation is needed. Look, I put myself on the pedestal, this is incredible.
Take your fandom to the next level with the official Grizzlies app. Go all access and behind the scenes.
It's got to be heavy defense. That's where it starts for us.
Personalized to where you are and who you are. Get easy access to ticketing, the game day guide, and your own app customization right at your fingertips. Upgrade your experience and download the Grizzlies app today.
I will take High School Musical with my 5th and final pick because it is a sports movie. You do got to get your head in the game. I love High School Musical. I love musicals. Sports and musicals can coexist in this beautiful world. What a beautiful, beautiful movie. Even though High School Musical 1 is not even the best of the High School Musicals.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Nate Bargatze, the Be Funny Tour.
I mean, Chuck E. Cheese is rough. I don't know if you've been there in a while. They look like they're trying to go out of business and they can't.
All new material.
They filed for bankruptcy and they're still open. They called Blockbuster and they're like, how do you get out? We want out.
Nate Bargatze. Friday, May 31st, FedEx Forum. Tickets available at FedEx Forum Box Office or Ticketmaster.com. Produced by Outback Presents. Nate Bargatze, the Be Funny Tour. Heart Royal Flush Tour 2024. November 14th, FedEx Forum. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. The iconic band returns with special guests. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Tickets on sale now at heart-music.com. Heart with Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Produced by AEG Presents.
It's more fun to be there live to see the Memphis Grizzlies hit the court all season long. From the electricity in FedEx Forum to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Grizzlies basketball. As the official marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies, Ticketmaster gets you in with a huge selection of seats. So get off the couch and into the stands while you still can. Score tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com. Elevate your hotel experience in the heart of downtown Memphis at the Westin Memphis Beale Street. Our AAA 4-diamond hotel boasts spacious guest rooms and suites, refreshed meeting space, upscale dining, and more. Just steps away from the sights and sounds of Beale Street, FedEx Forum, and the Memphis Rock and Soul Museum. After a full day of work or play, retreat to your hotel room or suite featuring luxury bedding, a contemporary bathroom, a spacious workstation, complimentary coffee, and a flat-screen TV. During downtime, you can take advantage of perks such as our on-site fitness center, 24-hour business center, and upscale dining at Penny's Nitty Gritty. On your next visit to downtown Memphis, make the Westin Memphis Beale Street Hotel your home away from home.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show, presented by Caesars Sportsbook on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's a Wednesday, May 1st. It's gonna be May 2024 edition of the show. Today on the show, what an unbelievable night it was last night in the basketball world. Jessica Benson's gonna join us. Beautiful outside. Smile, let's do it. Turn it up. Once in your life, won't you do what feels right? Instead of waiting for the next big thing to strike. Stop running your mouth. Get out of the house. Get yourself downtown and shake it all out. Anyone say it wasn't enough? Hey, I want the strongest stuff. Anyone say it wasn't enough? Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, we got a ton of stuff to get to. Last night was an unbelievable night in the sports world, to say the least. We will get to all of that. As I mentioned, Jessica Benson is going to be joining us in the studio. She'll get us caught up to date on everything we need to know about the world of pop culture and entertainment that has taken place since we've been paying attention completely to the NBA playoffs. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Cinder Sec, a.k.a. John Backpole, Jenna Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Netcarb, John Lance, a.k.a. Yogi Roser.
You might be hurt, babe. That ain't no lie.
Yeah. It's gonna be May. Devin Walker's here. He is the microphone man. Senor Quasadilla. Mr. Man. He's Navajo Joe. He's the reporter. He's the photographer. He's Sir Hiss.
My shirt today, bro, it's a if you know, you know situation.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
all had great memories at the
Shout
great
out
establishment called Excite.
Shout
I had
out
the word
Excite.
today for
Where was Excite?
Excite was American Way.
American Way. All the birthday parties, Lasertron.
So it used to be
great
a
establishment
huge toy store.
Pre-2000?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I was a kid.
Because I moved here in the year 2000.
Yeah, pre-2000.
Pre-2000.
Wow.
Pre-2000. Fun fact,
That's
it used to be
24 years ago.
Yeah, it used
before
to be,
that.
It was right down the street from where I grew up. And it used to be a gigantic toy store.
Yeah.
Like bigger than a Toys R Us, called the Children's Palace.
Yeah.
And just, it was like a Toys R Us, except bigger. Like, just everything you can want. And then that closed down, and it got turned into Excite, and then RIP Excite.
RIP Excite, bro. So we had to pull out the shirt for, for the memories,
and
man.
And what was Excite?
Like a Lasertron arcade.
Celebration station.
Celebration, like a family fun
arcade,
center, you know what I'm saying?
Basically like the Incredible Pizza place thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, you can do everything.
They've also got one of those places that's off of, like, if you're looking on, when you're driving down 40, it's like maybe like towards Bartlett. What's that place called? You know, the massive one. There's like that. You see those cars, like the Carvana thing, like all the way up in the sky.
You're talking about
Main event.
Main event, yeah. It's like that kind of vibe.
Okay.
But it was like lit though, bro. It was. I was young.
Yeah.
But it was turned.
It's probably one of those things that honestly, if you went as an adult, it'd be lame. Like if we walk back.
You never know, because
trust me.
I personally have fun at Dave and Buster's, bro.
Everybody does, but it's huge,
Yeah,
and it's for adults.
Is it?
Yes.
You can drink at
talking
Dave and
about?
Buster's. You can drink it. You can drink at Dave and Buster's.
It's huge and it's for adults. I'm saying, like, I realized this when I got older. We went to a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah,
and I was
you
like,
ain't lying. Yeah, it's like not
these
fun.
games used to be so big, and these animatronic rats used to be so big, and I'm like, this is just weird. You know, as an adult, when you go in there, you're like bending down to play the game. It's for kids, but when you're a little kid,
It's fun. It's fun as hell.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
And you realize how small the ball pit
Yes.
is, and you're like,
You're like a big kid. You're like, what is happening?
this is just weird.
It's like mini Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
For kids.
I got
But the pizza's still fire though.
By the way,
Shut up.
Dave and Buster's.
You see that?
You can
gamble
be able to
now.
Gamble now on Dave and Buster's games.
Let's go.
For 18 years or older gifts, which is
Oh,
basically...
you can gamble now?
Yeah, I know, right? Because...
Put 5 on it.
I remember the first time I
When
ever...
have I not gambled at Dave and Buster's? Yo!
That's what it is.
Oh, no.
It's a
look.
casino for kids.
It's because they
Dude.
heard people say like, "Yo, put 5 on it way too many times." So now
No,
like,
dude, do you want to know the funniest thing ever? The funniest thing ever is I'll go to those places. In fact, I just went to one when we went to Florida. There was like this massive arcade near where we were staying, like huge, almost like a Dave and Buster's type, but I can't remember what the name of it was. It wasn't like a name brand place. It was just a huge arcade in this like massive like outdoor mall type area, almost the equivalent of like Carriage Crossing in Collierville, something like that. It was something like that. And then there was one of the stores was a massive thing. So my son, easiest person in the world to find at Dave and Buster's or at any of these places. He's going to be literally one of 3 places. Yes, he's going to be playing the Papa Shot. He's going to be playing the football game where you throw it through the 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
He's going to might be playing like a skee ball or a baseball game or something like that. Every once in a while, maybe like a shoot 'em up. Other than that, that's where he is. You could find him in literally 2 seconds. My daughter vamped because she is just wandering around and then doing another claw machine and then wandering around and doing it. And she knows that I'm going to tell her to get off because she doesn't win.
Yeah.
And you spend $50 on like the Dave and Buster's card.
Yeah.
She is out of coins in 5 minutes.
Oh no.
And she's like, do you have any more? My card's out. She will come to you 5 minutes, and she will come with like one like dinky troll doll that she has won from a claw machine. I'll be like, where are the rest of them?
It took 20 attempts to get it.
Took you 20 attempts to get one.
And so gambling is the worst thing that can ever happen for her because that's all she does at these places anyway. She's literally playing that claw machine over and over. She doesn't even play anything else. And then I'm like, Haley, play like one of the video games or play like, Deal or No Deal or play. Oh no. If you can get her off the claw machine, she'll do the huge like thing, the Wheel of Fortune thing for ticket thing. She's just go
She
big
loves
or
gambling.
go home.
She's gambling.
She's go big or go home on everything.
Definitely your daughter.
I know.
She's gambling. Gambling.
It's the worst.
Definitely yours.
She's like, you know what? If I try one more time, I can get the big prize.
And it's the craziest thing too, because she couldn't care less. She just wants to do that, right? Doesn't care about the price of anything, nothing, right? Whereas my son is literally the complete opposite. And I guess he got my wife's genes on this, but like, he was going to our card store the other day. One of the dads was going to take them to Nash Cards, like the baseball card store, right? So he has like these gift certificates that he's gotten. Like I think he had $100 in gift certificates that he's gotten from like, like for a grandma, like on a birthday or Christmas or whatever, he'll just say, "Get me a Nash Cards gift card," right? Okay. So he had like $100. So they were gonna go get like a box of cards or something. He was gonna have a sleepover with his buddy and whatever. And so I'm like, "Hey man," I was like, "I think I got some money in my wallet." I tried to give this dude $80, and he's like, "No, I don't want it. I don't need it." He's like, "I've got enough. I've got enough." And I was like, "What?"
He can make it stretch, bro.
I've never heard a teenager say that before.
Bro, this dude like looked at a pair of shoes the other day, and they weren't like that expensive. They were like maybe like, I don't know, whatever shoes cost, like $110 or something, right? I didn't even get the opportunity to say yes or no. He was just like, "Oh, that's too expensive," and just like put it back. Like walked off. I'm like, what is? I know, it's great for him, but she's gonna blow all of his money.
Yeah,
literally. If my daughter figures out, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't.
He's
That
smart
is
with
not something he learned from me. So it's a
No.
gene thing.
Yeah.
There's something about where he's wired that's just.
He's like, no. I could get that. I could wait, and it'll be like 20-25% less, maybe in a couple months.
I'll double back later.
Smart.
He doesn't watch me.
No.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't see the Amazon boxes that come in.
He'd be like, you know what? Screw it.
He ain't learning it from me.
Screw it.
You know what I mean?
Good for him.
Hey, but how much money do you think you're gonna lose to William on Papa Shot?
None. What are you talking about?
Papa Shot master?
Man, I own this dude. What?
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm
I just know
my kid yet.
Hey,
look, he's gonna have to go to at least like 16 or 17 before I start losing to him.
In like a basketball game?
In anything.
Oh.
In life.
Oh.
In life. In life. Man.
He's a running back.
Maybe that's why he doesn't spend any money. Every time I walk by him, I'm like,
he's smart.
Trying to make him flinch.
He's smart.
Hey, we're gonna find out.
We're
gonna find out. You're gonna find a secret stash one day, and William's just gonna have a bunch of money.
It's just money.
Money just
piled
stacked
up the
up.
ceiling.
Because he at school like.
And then
yo.
I'm gonna find out that Haley's $700,000 in debt to David Buster's over claw machines.
Or what you
She just maxed out my credit card buying claw machine chances.
Or what you're going to find out is your son sits there and has seen us on college football Saturdays and NFL Sundays, and he's going to be like, wait, who are they giving their money to?
I know.
Why don't I be the person people give their money
That's what
to?
I'm saying. He's gonna be the bookie.
And he's going to be taking
Or
it
he's
right
gonna be
back
moving
to
the
school.
moving the snacks
He's
at
gonna be the
school.
bookie.
If William ever say, "Dad, give me the deluxe bag at Kroger,"
I know.
he moving the snacks at school, bro. William probably gonna be a hustler, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen him make trades. He came home with like a Morant rookie one time.
Yeah.
And he's like, look what I got. And I was like, bro, how did you get that? And he was like, I traded this idiot a Matt Corral rookie. He's like, he loves Ole Miss.
He
loves Ole Miss.
He's a finesser.
I was like,
Let's
damn,
go,
bro.
William.
I said, a Matt Corral. He's like, they're big Ole Miss fans. And I was like, so he gave you a Morant? He's like, yeah. He wanted the Matt Corral. And I was like, what?
That's sports knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
Finesse.
No, it was pretty good. All right, dude, I could not have been more thrilled watching a game that I did not have like a strong rooting interest in. That Knicks Sixers game and that Knicks Sixers series is a 10.
Yeah, it's everything we thought it would be.
10.
Everything we thought it would be.
I think I read this morning that the point differential is 2 so far. And these games, like, not only, look, there are such things as like really good basketball games, but like these games are crazy memorable. Like, 2 of them, I really feel, no hyperbole here, no prisoner of the moment here. I feel like I'm going to remember the scrambled mess DiVincenzo 3 game.
Double bang.
Where they came back, yes.
Yeah.
They came back from down 5 with like no time left.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm going to remember that Maxey shot like for a long time.
You pulled that from the logo.
Okay, so Knicks fans are mad on a couple different accounts, right? The first of which is, and this just happened with that Pacers-Bucks game in the last one, why aren't you fouling?
Yeah.
Why is it? That's why he took that shot from 35
he knew
feet.
they were going to
He didn't want to get fouled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a couple different times and I know there's different philosophies on it, on the fouling up 3, but obviously we have seen now in the last couple of days, we saw it at the end of Pacers-Bucks in the last game where, or I guess 2 games ago, before Halliburton hit the floater game winner, gave Middleton the opportunity, to hit that 3 to tie the game. In fact, he did it twice, and they're up 3 and look, that huge 3 is going to make everybody forget about how it even got to that moment anyway, that's one of those that, like, you're never going to forget. And if you're Mitchell Robinson, you just got to pray for dear life that you win the next 2 games, right? Like, because that haunts you forever, right? In the bad way. It's the same way that to this day, old school Grizzly fans will never forget Harden hitting that 3 in the triple overtime game to tie the game. It's like the only thing that can't happen. When you're up 6, honestly, the only thing that can't happen, the only thing is you giving up a 3-pointer, like a decent look, but more importantly, fouling on a 3-pointer, because now you have turned that into the exact situation that it turned into, which was now it's 2. You've turned 6 into 2, and Hart, who has been so good for the Knicks and so tenacious for the Knicks, bro, he short-armed that free throw so bad. Pressure breaks by.
Lights too bright.
Pressure break. Right? Hey, look,
too bright,
whichever phrase you want to use. On one side, we got the one phrase, and on the other side, we got the other phrase. Pressure makes diamonds, which is the Tyrese Maxey story, and pressure breaks pipes, which is the Josh Hart at the free throw line story.
That's tough.
Right? Because, my God, what a sequence of events. And then Maxey hitting that 3. And then, because on the other hand, there's all kinds of things that could have gone the other way. Like Embiid smacking Jalen Brunson in the face was just bananas.
That karate chop was crazy.
It's also another one of those. It could have lived in infamy forever.
Yeah.
And everybody would be focused on the lame-o performance, the fourth quarter turnovers. I think he had 10 turnovers in the game.
Yeah, he did.
Another fourth quarter, blah. And this was the big thing. And, look, Maxey made a fool of us when me and Kevin were talking about it the other night. And I said, look, there's part of you, when you watch Brunson come through in that game 4, there's part of you. And obviously Embiid fell completely flat. And Maxey was a disaster.
He had 9 turnovers, 4 of them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Maxey was a disaster in the fourth quarter of 4, right? And it made you and Maxey is like, bro, you're putting a lot on a young guy, man.
Yeah.
He is, because look.
Shout out to them New Balance.
Here's the truth. Embiid's not getting you home.
No.
That's been the thing. That's not a 2024 injured Embiid thing. And then the attention always turns to the other guy. And he's had all-time flakes. Guess who got him home? Butler. Butler got him home. That got him to a clank shot by Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
But they were there. I mean, because
you're like big man James
Jimmy
Harden.
buckets down the stretch, you don't need Embiid. And then he went to all-time flakes. Now it's I'm counting on Ben Simmons. Now it's I'm counting on James Harden. And now you're counting on a guy who's, just now eligible for an extension this offseason. And P.S., maybe, who knows, obviously he was not offered the max or near the max. I don't know if the votes are in, so he's probably going to be on the outside looking in on All-NBA because of the way their season went and because they, ended up so low in the standings. But Maxey is as max can get now.
Yeah.
Right? That is one of those hey, might want to, if I could have signed him to an extension, right? Like you might could have saved yourself some money. He played that thing out, and now whatever the absolute maximum amount of money Tyrese Maxey can make in a contract is what he's getting.
Yeah.
100%.
He been big time, high level.
So if you could have signed him for $180 million, you might should have for $200 million.
Yeah.
Because right now, you're paying that guy an absolute fortune.
Tobias Harris, give
Whatever
him your contract, bro.
Whatever it is, right? He's going to get paid.
Yeah, he can hoop.
He is absolutely awesome. But it felt like a lot to put on a young guy because if you accept Embiid's not the one getting me home, right? When it comes down to the fourth quarter, nip tuck, somebody's got to make plays. Embiid's not that guy. Embiid's gassed. Embiid's whatever. It's got to be somebody else.
Yeah, Maxey said, I got this.
It was the difference between. And in 4, he couldn't get it done. He was dismal. I think he was 1 for 7 in the fourth or something. He was pretty dismal. And that's when we had that discussion. It's like, man, if you're Daryl Morey, you very well could may go back in time and go, you know what? I get it. Got a ton of money in free agency. Maybe Paul George is going to be available. Maybe one of these other guys is going to be available. Maybe DeMar DeRozan is going to be available. Maybe one of these, whoever, right? And we've got the cap space and we've got the flexibility to do it. But they didn't replace Harden with anything. And so would you look back and go, well, damn, that was a wasted season? You never know the way this stuff's going to break. But let's say you would have replaced him with somebody. Let's say you would have done what, as they say, pre-agency, which is kind of what the Knicks did with Anunoby.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Bogdan, but he hurt now.
But cash in.
Yeah.
Well, but Bogdan's going to expire.
Yeah.
Anunoby is going to be, you had to come to terms with the idea hey, we're going to give this up. We're not allowed to talk about this, but you are going to re-sign in the offseason for a long-term contract, right? Right? We're not allowed to talk about it, but theoretically, if we were, we just want to make sure that we're not trading for somebody that wants to be elsewhere. So let's be clear here. We're going to give up Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett and whatever, and so wink, wink. But that's pre-agency is what they call it, right? So I am making this trade now. I am giving you assets. And then when we get to the offseason, now we know OG Anunoby is going to be part of this. Same way, or could you have held out, and really extracted Terrence Mann in the deal instead of friggin' Robert Covington and stuff that's not even helping you, right? Because Terrence Mann would be guarding Brunson right now.
Yeah.
Same way that Batum's, got the Brunson assignment. And so they didn't really get anything in the Harden deal. And I think if you would have lost, it would have been man, our other guy, our 1A or B, our Robin, this is young. And
He's
it's
young.
Still,
He's 23
it's hard,
still.
It's hard to put all that on him and be hey, man, get us home.
Yeah.
And if you would have gotten a wing scorer, now you got some relief, right? And is it just going to be a wasted season that you're going to look back with tremendous regret? Because as we always say, you never know the way this stuff's going to play out. But Embiid got healthy, and then Porzingis got hurt, and then Giannis and Lillard got hurt. And you're looking up, and it's holy mackerel.
Take advantage right now.
We could be in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
You're looking at that right now. You're going, dude, win home at Philly. That's next thing. And then Game 7, all bets are off. Yes, we're going to have to do it in the Garden. But then you look up, and you're like, next round is the Pacers. And then next round is maybe the Celtics without Porzingis.
Yeah.
It's Jesus. we wait until the offseason. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Maxey can make you forget that.
Oh, yeah.
But he's going to have to do it 2 more times. There's nobody else to turn to.
Yeah. Nah, because the rest of the team is buns, bro.
And that's the problem.
The rest
it's
of them
like,
are so horrible.
Man, when they get to the fourth quarter, what Maxey's going to face next fourth quarter is going to be it's going to make you wish you weren't alive.
Yeah. Because you're double.
They're just going to, they're just going to say to hell with you. If Batum hits the shots, if Oubre hits the shots, if bum-ass Tobias Harris hits the shot, fine.
Yeah.
But Embiid don't want this, and he ain't doing it, and this joker's breathing heavy. So he's going to see 3 guys.
Yeah. Because, I mean.
He's going to get no airspace, bro.
No.
None.
He fast enough, he might get around it. But, nah,
But he's going to see a second guy
he always,
immediately.
Yeah. But even like on that last shot, like you figured like Mitchell Robinson would be up, but he just let that just fly.
Well, that is the second guy, but you're not expecting the guy to pull it from 35 feet. That's a trick. He gets by the first guy, but it's like, dude, that's a lot to put on him. And that's fine if you want to do that. He's going to kick out to somebody else. But I will take my chances with Oubre, Batum, and everybody else. And look, they may bite you. You say that last year, and it's like, it's the story tale as old as time, right? Where we can sit there and say, hey, if Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura beat us, and you just got to tip your cap. And then they did.
Yes.
You know? So it's like, if Andrew Wiggins and Kevon Looney beat us, then so what?
And they did.
But it's not going to be Steph Curry. And then they did.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. When you get to this point, I will say this. I thought after it all collapsed on them, Brunson, that became way too one-man show.
Yeah.
I know he got them their points
He was
in the overtime. But I mean, like, and I don't blame Hartenstein at all because it's like, of course you were shooting. Amazing closeout by Batum.
Yes.
That's why you've got the length on him.
Why Batum,
but Hartenstein is doing what he's supposed to do, which is, you're about to pull this. I got to go get an offensive rebound.
Yeah. You about to shoot? You going to shoot it? You ain't passed it the whole game. I'm going to get a rebound.
And
now.
Philly did so much better on that 50-50 balls and not getting smoked on the boards. It just felt like in these last couple of games that the Knicks had totally outplayed them in terms of the hustle stuff.
Yeah.
And it's going to become harder for the Knicks, too, in one way because
they struggle offensively. They do.
Well, the other thing is he's going with 7.
Yeah, he is.
Bogdan's gone.
Yeah, he's hurt from the season. Having surgery, right?
Or Bojan.
Whatever.
Is it
BB.
Bogdan
It's
or
BB, bro.
Bojan?
BB.
I always...
BB.
Which is which?
One of them is skinnier than the other.
Bogdan is the one that's there.
One of them looks like Taylor Jenkins.
Huh?
That's the one in New York.
Bogdan.
That's the New York one.
That's Bogdan.
No, Bogdan plays for the Hawks.
That's the skinny
Bojan.
one.
Bojan.
Boy.
Bojan is the one with the Knicks.
Okay. He was the one. Bojan. Do you know there's like...
There's so many of them.
I will never forget, like 4 or 5 years ago, I'm driving through... I even remember where I was. This is how vividly I remember this. I have to run up to like Walgreens to get something for the kids for school. And the Grizzly game's on. And so I have to leave the TV. So I get in the car and I flip on Hasseltine. And Hasseltine is, we're playing against either Detroit or whoever the guy was. Maybe, I think it was Utah actually, maybe when, it's that long ago.
Yeah.
When Bogdanovich was there. And he's talking about it, and he's talking about the game, and he's like, and he's like, you know, and I don't know if everybody knows, but I mean, those guys aren't related. And I was like, what?
Yeah, no relation.
And I was like, the Bogdanovich are not related? And then like, it goes into this diatribe that basically like, Bogdanovich is like having the last name Smith where they're from. And I was like, what? There's like 1 million Bogdanoviches. And I was like, what in the world?
Hey.
I couldn't believe they weren't related.
I've always thought they were like brothers or cousins or something. But
No. And in fact, it's not, the point was, it's not even crazy that they're not related. Because there's tons of them. It's a very popular name.
Is it Croatia?
It's a very popular name.
Latvia?
Bogdanovich?
Yeah, is it Latvian?
What team is he on?
Let me see.
On in the
Croatian.
summer.
Croatian. I'm close.
Okay.
It's Croatian, and so Bojan is Croatian, and Bogdan is Serbian.
Really?
Yeah. It's a whole thing, bro.
Figure it out.
It's a whole thing, bro.
Figure it out.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't.
Yeah.
That's not.
Unfortunately, we were all last in our class in geography. So
Yes.
I couldn't tell you.
Yes.
Couldn't tell you anyway. But
I
evidently,
don't know Eastern Europe.
evidently that's a very common name.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. But hey, what are we gonna do?
But he's out. The point is he's out. So they got 7 guys. He wouldn't even play Precious's ass. last night.
No.
I'm not even taking the chance.
No. This is too big of a game.
Not doing it. What was? But like even like has anybody brought up the dirty Embiid stuff? Because he's been doing like a lot of stuff the whole series. It's been like, yo, what are you
Knicks
doing?
fans have.
It's like, what are you?
Knicks fans for sure. Yeah, they
it's
hate
like,
him.
what are you
fans
doing,
hate
bro?
him. Oh, with the Mitchell Robinson
Like
thing.
swinging your
And then
hands,
last
the
night-
ankle lock on Mitchell
Well,
Robinson.
the other thing is they've got a lead when he does the Brunson thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like-
Terrible.
like,
By the way, can we just take a moment and say, as we're watching all of these games, the whole Secaucus thing is just awful. These games are being played like with this physicality, and it's been so much better to watch, and the quality of game and officiating to me, they haven't ruined games, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like basketball players are deciding the games. And then we have these like 10-minute breaks, of which virtually, I'd say it's a 50-50 shot that when they come back after their ruling, you're like, I knew it.
Yeah.
Right? Like last night, I thought head or neck. It's above the shoulder.
Flagrant
He's
one.
getting a flagrant, right?
Yeah.
That's like textbook, rule of the law, whatever.
Takes 10 seconds.
But-
You would think.
But then you get these like in the Lakers Denver game, and then even earlier in that series with the whole Porter Jr. hitting D'Angelo Russell, like they start doing all this like this was deemed marginal. You know, they fouled the hell out of Jokic on that one, and they're like marginal. And it's like what?
What is marginal
They
contact?
they fouled the guy 4 times on the
No,
drive,
it's-
and it's like, but every time they go, I love them letting them play. But every time they go to the monitor, they come back and, like, it's really a 50-50 proposition if it makes sense at all. And it feels like just I don't even know what the hell they're going to say.
No.
Like, it would not have shocked me if they wouldn't have given him a flagrant after the Brunson thing. But,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
then there was another one where it was like, what game was it? I mean, the guy basically, like, body slammed the other guy. And they were like marginal. They were like marginal contact. And I'm like,
It wasn't.
What?
It wasn't. It
what are
wasn't.
we doing with this Secaucus? Like, what do they watch?
No,
Yeah. What are y'all doing?
And it takes forever.
It takes way too long.
That's what happened on Sunday during the Knicks Sixers game. Is it's like thanks to Kyle Lowry doing Kyle Lowry stuff, and somehow referees still fall for it. I was like, we have literally been at reviews. They had back-to-back reviews late in that game. Back-to-back reviews. I'm like, and it's like 8 to 10 minutes has passed.
Wouldn't you think
And
it
we
makes
have
it
played-
quick?
Yeah,
and
you
we
would.
have
It
played
should.
zero
It should make it
basketball.
very quick. You got all them computers.
I feel like it's
all them
not
angles.
I feel like it's not any quicker than the actual referee turning the monitor and like watching it.
Yeah.
Here and there. Instead, what we've done, this is how it feels to me, okay? It feels to me like I throw something on the ground here, right? And then it splatters, and now we have to figure out what color it is, okay? And so I go to you, and I say, what color do you think that is? You say, I'd say it's purple. I say, Devin, what do you think? He said, I say a little blue, maybe a little purple, but like, and I say, okay, all right. Look, I think same. So I say we go with purple. We go with purple.
Yeah.
You guys say, yeah. But then we go over there, we pull in 6 other people. Then we say, hey, what do you think?
What do you
think about it? Like, what the f are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Why do we have it? I feel like they're like having a committee meeting
Yeah.
to decide this play. And
Too
it's
many
like,
cooks in the kitchen.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So I think it's marginal. You think it's marginal? Nah, I don't think it's marginal. What about you? You think it's marginal? Nah, I don't think it's marginal. It's a whole. It takes way too long.
And then
let's
they
get-
like
let's
go
get this
back,
going.
and then they like showing like Monty McCutcheon in the review center, and then they got like 5 people like sitting at computers, and that's honestly it's the best analogy I could give. We all look at this and we go, all right, here, that's what we think, right?
Yeah.
And then if we had to like then bring in 6 other people on earpieces, and it's like, no wonder this takes forever.
Yeah, I'm
right. Like, who wins?
Yeah.
Who wins here?
It should be the head judge with the head. What's he called?
There should just be one guy who's a former ref in a room.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
And he watches the play and tells them what to do. That way, they're not even responsible for it.
No. Yeah. I would go a step further. There should be no review booth.
No Secaucus.
Y'all sound like LeBron. You sound like LeBron.
them.
Hey, you sound like LeBron now.
Yeah,
Look at you.
There
You
should
coming to
be-
LeBron's side.
There should be none of them.
You would feel differently if your team got robbed.
The only
You would.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
would.
hang on,
You
hang
complain
on,
about holding
hang
calls in the Super
on.
Bowl for the 49ers, bro.
Hang on. That's because the refs do cheat for the Chiefs. They have to protect the golden boy. So this is what I would say, is that you have it for challenges. The coaches get a challenge. Cool. The referees go over there, they look at it, and then they talk, and then they make the ruling. And that's that. You are not reviewing crap for flagrant fouls. If you thought it was a flagrant in real time, then cool. It's a flagrant in real time. If you didn't, then it's a common foul, and you just go back after the game and just suspend the dude or levy a big fine or something.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
No, no,
I am
no.
for making the game move faster.
This is where we disagree.
Yeah, Rosie.
All right. It's not omit it. It's find a way to make this faster. And to me, what I just explained to you with the analogy is the way to do it. All right, look at the monitor, make your decision.
Yeah,
End of story.
Someone said that's what the UFL does.
I don't need you to call in 6 other people.
They said the UFL does that. They have one guy that makes the ruling.
That's
for-
it.
for
We're
stuff.
about compromise.
And that's fast.
We're
Yeah.
about. I want to cut it out completely. You just want to cut out Secaucus. We can start with
fine.
that. We can start
Just
with that.
turn the monitor.
Yes.
Let me look at the play that just took place.
Yes.
And
And,
I want them to get it right.
That is
Yeah.
what they do in the G League. They don't have a Secaucus
That's
from
right.
the G League.
Just
They just look at the
they-
review
Make the
monitor
call.
and they make the call.
And they have the ability to get it right, and I want them to get it right.
Yeah.
Because I don't want this stuff. There's too much on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want this stuff being decided on a horrendous call when you have the opportunity to get it right. You know, you wouldn't feel this way in the NFL if somebody is diving for a first down and then they said, nope, short.
Oh, short. Oh,
Then
well,
they
keep
said,
the game moving.
Sorry, keep the game moving.
And then they slow it down afterwards, and they saw he was short.
Depends
You're
on
like,
if I'm on the right side of it. Let's be totally
but the
honest.
point is, we have the technology to get it right.
Yeah.
Let's get it right. But we don't need 9 people. And
They do have the technology to get it right. I mean,
said-
they tell you, oh, this player took 837 steps during the game and cut to his left for exactly 2 minutes and 34 seconds throughout the game at various parts on the court. It's like, but you can't get this.
Trust me, we do it in every pregame. Our FedEx
Like-
tracker.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like, John Conchar ran 4.2 miles
Trust me.
last night at 3.2 miles per hour.
I think I did cameras all over these arenas.
Sponsored by FedEx, by the
Yes.
way.
Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by FedEx.
Shouts for the NIL money.
Yeah.
Shout out.
But look, back to your original point about the Embiid stuff. Yeah, dude.
It's like nasty, bro. Because people say, oh,
Because he's smiling and jovial, whatever. But he does.
Like, he do some sneaky, dastardly deeds. On the
We
basketball
don't
court.
think of him like we do a Pat Bev or a Kyle Lowry
No.
or somebody else like that, but he's low key.
Like stepping on people.
Yeah.
Like if Draymond did that, they'd be like, get him out the league.
Yeah.
But Embiid does it, and he does like the little. He looks and he's like,
yeah.
Like they're like,
Well, and also he's either scoring 50 and doing it, and no one's talking about how messed up he is, or he's completely messed up. And it just Knicks fans. I was listening to my buddy Sean Fennessy. I mean, they hate this dude, and they think everything is. I'll just speak for Sean. Sean thinks everything is orchestrated. It's like,
really?
Oh. He's like, it's like ridiculous. Everything's always set up. The guy's got the best PR ever because it's like, oh, he just hurt Mitchell Robinson and created this, but he doesn't want that to be the story. And so then he says, oh, I've got Bell's palsy. And so then it's right after the game.
Do you feel bad?
Literally right after the game.
Yeah. Well, Shams is tweeting it. You're like, yo, oh,
Literally,
damn. Like, shit.
the second the game wins.
Like, shit, I feel
Hey,
bad
he's
now.
been going through Bell's palsy. It's like, oh my God, that's why his face is droopy. And that's why this or whatever. And then it's like, oh, he wasn't a shoot around yesterday. He had a migraine or whatever. It's like always like something
It's
set
always
up.
something. Like, even-
something set up for
If they
him
lost
to
yesterday,
have-
he would have been like, "Oh, my knee was bothering me towards the end of the game. That's why I had 9 turnovers."
Right. That's right.
But now it's like we won, so it's fine.
It's like LeBron coming to post-game pressers in a cast and whatever.
It is
Don't
like
you
that.
dare bring up
Change
LeBron
Change
James.
the narrative.
Yep. Oh no, LeBron is a GOAT. He wanted everybody still talking about him, and so then he's able to carry that on for a couple of days. He's the PR GOAT. He started with, I don't know if I'm, I don't want to answer that right now, and then comes out with a tweet yesterday. I know there's a lot of people talking about it. Yeah, no shit, we are. It's because you wanted us to.
Yeah.
You literally do this every year.
I don't know.
And you had Shams, who is a client of your best friend, release the day of the game. Hey, the Lakers are thinking about drafting Bronny. It's like, bro, you can't help it.
No.
You can't help it.
Yeah.
You have to be the story.
yes.
And then it's like, oh, it's weird. I'm the story. What did he say? What is his tweet yesterday?
Oh, I see it.
understand
Yeah,
that
I
it's
just
caused a
heard that.
lot of confusion about like.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, you're the worst.
I've seen, heard a lot of reports about my future. I said it last night, and I'll say it again. I do not know yet, as I'm
my
always
God.
thinking about spending time with my friends and family. When I know after speaking with my fam council as is 2 tweets, as well as my representation, I'll let you guys know. Until then,
Oh, you could totally
Until
see the
then.
Philadelphia 76ers losing Game 6. Somebody posting, you know who'd look great in a Sixers uniform, and then LeBron retweeting it with eyeball emojis.
And then-
Right?
or
Just
liking the post.
Just so you start talking about him again.
He did it. He was more diabolical this time,
love
but
it.
he got
King
his
James.
buddy out of nowhere.
King James.
His podcast buddy JJ Redick to start talking crap about how Jordan's league was watered down. Like, out of nowhere. It just so happens to come the day after his guy lost in the first round. The guy who you just happened to start doing a
you see that?
podcast with and spend a ton of time with now.
Also, that, look, here, let's put on. You're putting on a crown. I'm going to put on a conspiracy hat.
Yeah.
Also, JJ Redick trying to get the Charlotte job
Yes.
from guys that probably don't like Michael Jordan.
Probably.
Let's go. Hey, or even deeper. Hey, even
Chess moves.
They all hate Michael Jordan. He's like, watch this. I'm going to use this whole pot of shit on Jordan.
Crap on Jordan.
Let's do it.
Bulls.
Let's do it. Even deeper theory. He has a podcast with LeBron.
Yes.
He uses that to become the coach of the Lakers to coach LeBron. LeBron wants him to be his coach.
Oh.
You know how LeBron's always talking about
you're right.
how much I love JJ Redick and he's a great basketball mind.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see him get fired, too. They all love Steve Nash's ass, too. Remember that?
Bro, funny as hell, bro.
Dude,
LeBron
Kevin
loved-
Durant loved Steve Nash.
Until he
that
coached
was
him.
his guy.
Until he coached him.
Yes.
Get him out of here.
Well, he loved him in Golden State because Golden State.
That's right.
Steve Nash was just like a consultant for
That's
the
right.
team, like a part-time assistant.
It was his dude.
It was his guy.
Yep.
And then he ran him out like he runs
Then he
out
ran
every other
out.
coach.
Yeah, thank you. Say it again.
Ran out Kenny Atkinson,
Yep.
ran out Jacques Vaughn, ran out Monty Williams, ran out Frank Vogel now. Did you see where Frank Vogel's got $31 million left on his contract?
Good for him, man. Get paid, Frank Vogel.
He's going to get paid by 2 teams. What if Frank Vogel has like $100 million coming to him by not coaching?
You know, what if it is one of
Scott
those things who Frank Vogel's like found the way as like the veteran coach who's respected. He just tells his family, Kenny Atkinson didn't take the Charlotte job. His family didn't want to move. Right. What if Frank Vogel's family like lives down in Orlando because he coached them a long time ago, and he's like, no, y'all just stay there. Watch. I'm about to really set us up for life. I'm gonna go coach LeBron, get a bag. You're gonna fire me in like 2 years anyway.
Right.
And then I'm gonna go coach another superstar, Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Get me fired in like a year or two.
Roser?
I'm gonna get a bag, and
he's a
y'all just gonna go
conspiracy?
chill in Orlando, and y'all be cool. I'm gonna take care of all of us.
Are you saying Frank Vogel
He's a
is
genius.
the NBA's Kirk Cousins?
He is the NBA's Kirk Cousins.
Just keeps getting new contract.
Getting
He
paid,
knows what he's
bro.
doing.
Hold
He's
on.
like,
One step
I'm
ahead.
just gonna
Hold on,
go
let me
because
see
I've
it.
got this
Yeah.
level of
His
respect in the league. I'm just gonna go coach these aging superstars who think that that they're still 1A players when they're really not, and they're just going to get mad when we lose. But I get $30 million and whatever.
Let me see if I can get that Dallas job after they run off Jay Kidd.
No,
Luke,
for real.
Luke are going to hate me in a year.
5 years, $31 million, and you lasted 1 season.
Well, he's not done yet. They haven't fired him yet.
Yeah.
Well, we know. He wanted a point
it's
guard.
coming.
He told them, I want a point guard. They were like, nah, we got it. KD, Book, and Bill got it. Like, I'll be pissed off too, bro.
Well, the other thing is, from what we gather, Durant's the one that has like a problem with him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they'll just get rid of Durant.
Yeah, they'll get rid of Durant.
And keep the coach. Seriously.
When does that ever
It might be the first time that the,
Does that
the
ever
coach
happen?
wins versus the player.
Yeah.
I mean, Allen Iverson here. Lionel won.
Lionel did
Yeah,
win.
Lionel won.
A little smaller scale.
It helped
yeah,
Lionel. They gained those players did gain a respect for Lionel after he did that.
Yes.
But just like, man, if this dude stood up to Allen Iverson, like, all right.
I respect. Hey, by the way, shout out to the Tubi series for coming through last night.
Yeah.
Cavs Magic.
Cavs Magic.
Shocked me last night. Shout out to the Tubi series.
Franz Wagner.
Ooh.
Give the ball to Paolo,
Yeah.
bro.
Why you want to be the star, bro?
You're 2 for 11.
Yeah, bro.
Tried to drive on Evan Mobley. And,
Give me that.
hey, can we finish with our left?
No.
You know, that's a problem
Apparently
with fundamentals
not.
in
Can we
today's
finish with
NBA.
our left?
Nobody does.
Can we finish with our left?
We can't finish with our left. No left hand.
Try to finish with his right.
Give me that shit.
Evan Mobley.
Off the backboard.
Evan Mobley.
Didn't Brunson try to do that on the layup?
Dude, by the way.
And Embiid threw it off the backboard one
Yeah,
time.
and then didn't he try to go with his right to the left side?
But you left-handed, too. So.
Tell you this. I watching that last night. Let me just
There
say.
it goes. Franz, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you think?
That
Either
is
lay it with the
hey.
left or dunk it, bro.
Okay, so I don't know if you noticed about this, but this is something to behold with what's gone on with Cleveland last night. And as I told you, they have not scored over 100 points until last night. And here's the deal. You know I love JB.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're losing the series if it not for him being forced into doing something. He has never been able to figure out a way to not have Mobley and Allen out there. But the way is one big.
Yes.
And he won't do it. But that is the way. Why are we talking about Mobley today? That's why. And Mobley's his destiny is to be a center.
Yes.
Okay? So, and look, and if Mobley was out, Jared Allen was killing it. And it's like, you can't have. So what do? Marcus Morris is on the court there.
Hitting big shots,
Dude,
bro.
Marcus Morris was brought in on a 10-day. Marcus Morris hit some threes last night,
Yes,
right?
big threes.
And it's like, yo, have some guards with the ball, and then you've got shooters, and then you've got a big. That's it. Remember when they went on that unbelievable run with Donovan Mitchell? And it was Donovan Mitchell, and it was Max Strus, and Isaac Okoro, and Bozo Malone, and whoever else, and Jared Allen.
Yep. One
Because
center.
there was no Garland and there was no Mobley.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't matter how you mix and match it, but you have got to mix and match it. And what happens is you get down to like the end of these games, and it's like their spacing is so bad, and they weren't able to hit any threes because this Orlando team just decided, well, to hell with you. Like, we're not worried about this, and we don't care about your spacing. And what do you are Jared Allen and Evan Mobley going to 2 us to death? Okay. Have fun. But you can't have just like 2 shooters out here.
Yeah.
And it's like, just because, and the Jared Allen thing was weird. Because there was nothing about Jared Allen not being able to play.
The rib thing came out of
And then he
nowhere.
was just gone.
Yeah, it was like a rib contusion.
And it was like, and he's been great in the series. But again, they can't simultaneously be great. No matter what happens with them, there's going to be a choice that has to be made. There's going to be a choice that has to be made on the Mobley Allen thing. Let's get in there.
Jared
Let's
Allen.
get in there.
They're not trading Mobley. They're not going to. Yeah,
Right?
it would be.
Come on.
No way you're trading Mobley.
This
Jared
is the
Allen's got
home
a
of
good
rhythm and
contract,
blues.
too.
We will love that Afro in
The
Memphis.
destiny of Mobley is to be a center.
Like Jared, not
It
Jared.
is. It is. Mobley's a better rebounder than Jared.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And he is a great shot blocker as well. And he also can't shoot. So, he had, what did he have down the stretch? like those 2 dunks, those putbacks that he had at the end of the game, like the wraparound pass by Garland, and then he dunks it and whatever. It's like, that's your destiny. Doing all that crap around the goal. He's not a guy that stretches it out. Jaren is a 4 who has to play some 5. But that's because Jaren has to be respected at the 3-point line. All right, we're far enough down the road. Mobley is not. He's going to do his stuff around the basket. He's a center.
Jared Allen is exactly the kind of contract they go after.
Oh my God, be amazing.
It's after this season, so he's got 2 years left at $20 million apiece. That's exactly the 2. Get him, and they got 2 years left on their deal. It's this year, next year. So
and he finishes above the rim
and sets hard-ass screens, like leads the league in screen assists.
Jared Allen would be the absolute ideal get for this.
Just imagine Ja coming off Jared Allen screens, getting downhill, and just
yeah.
But
bring that fro.
JB was forced into doing what was right.
Yeah.
You know, and Windhorst has been talking about this throughout the year because obviously he talks a lot about the Cavs.
Yeah.
And he's talked about, he always tells them 1-3-1, which is a guard, 3 guys that can shoot. And so that doesn't outlaw, like, you know, having Mitchell and Garland out there, whatever. But 3 guys that can shoot and 1 big.
Yeah.
But the 2 big thing just doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, it's 1980s basketball.
And if he won't totally stray from it no matter what, then the only way to do it is the front office has to force his hand, and you've got to deal one of them to make him do it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, they can't. You can't throw the ball. You're not throwing the ball to either of those guys anywhere farther than 8 feet from the basket and expecting something great to happen.
No, when they dribble, you get scared.
And that's why Marcus Morris was literally signed on a 10-day.
Yeah. He was on the roster when we played them in Cleveland.
So it's about fit. Well, they were really good for a long time because they had the injuries.
Yeah.
It's like they always say sometimes you're an injury away from being great.
Yeah.
And it's like, geez. Jared Allen is a great player in his own right. It's just the fit isn't there with those two.
It's weird because they know the spacing down there is weird because, you know, Garland wants to get to he can't get to the floaty. He can't, like, it's clogged up.
And last thing, shout out to the Bucks, man.
Shout out to
They
Pat
are
Bev,
up
man.
against it, and they stood strong.
They fight, man.
Shout out Pat Bev.
They
Pat-
fought in Game 4, too. They fought. They lost in Indiana that Game 4, but they fought the whole time.
Pat Bev, Middleton,
Crowder,
Crowder, all them guys.
But Pat Bev said, you see what he said about Tyrese last game? He said, if I had the ball for 40 minutes, I have 10-plus assists, too. What did he do last night? 13 and 12. Shout out Pat Bev.
And he hit the too little.
The aggressive too little.
Pat Bev goes for it.
He does.
He stood on business
Go
last night, bro.
Get Buck.
Get Buck?
Yeah, get
Oh,
Buck.
it would be
Go
awesome
Bucks.
if they could force a Game 7.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if
the
they won
question I
the
want to ask you
series.
before we go to break, if you get to Game 7, do one of your superstars come back?
Doc said last night, he may just be
Dame.
He may need the sombrero cap, but he acted like both of them could come back at some point.
Really?
Which is the
Would
first
you
time
risk
I've
it?
heard
Would you risk it?
For a 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was Game 7. It just depends.
Just depends, okay.
And I don't know about the breaks in this. Do you know I was looking at this because I've got I'm scheduling out these podcast schedules for the Ringer.
They play Monday, Game 1 of the next round for Pacers, or it's Monday no matter what.
Yeah, but do you know the Denver?
It's like a week
Minnesota?
break. It's like a week break.
From Monday to Friday.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's super. I know you got to travel, but golly, bro.
What?
It's a week. It's Monday. I told him yesterday. It's Monday to Friday
Game
break.
1 Saturday, Tuesday is Monday is Game
Monday,
2.
and they have a week break.
And then Friday is Game 3.
Yeah, because I sent it to somebody
Stupid
yesterday.
As hell. What is this?
No, I love. Well, look, for my purposes, great, because then Friday night I don't have to worry about doing a podcast after it.
Yeah.
But these are going to be 8 o'clock games anyway.
Yeah, Saturday,
it's
Saturday,
Minnesota
Monday,
to
Friday.
But why is there not at Thursday is the latest it should be.
The latest it should be. Yeah. It's Denver to Minnesota. They're not traveling to freaking London or something here. Like,
I guess it's just going to fill in with the other ones, right? Because we got to figure out when LA and Dallas is going to finish.
Yeah, because they got they're but Game 6 tonight, Game 5 tonight.
6.
Game 6 tonight.
No, 5.
Yeah, 5. It's
5 is tonight.
Is it
Pivotal Game 5.
Pivotal Game
Of course
5,
it's
Rosa.
Pivotal Game 5.
Of course it's pitiful.
Love a pitiful.
Pitiful. Pivotal.
Could be pitiful too. We'll see how it goes.
What's the early game?
Heat.
Oh,
Celtics.
Heat. Celtics.
It's
You forget that's still going on.
yeah. That's to get my food game.
You will guess the lines eventually.
I will.
Let's
All right,
to get the
take
food
a quick
game.
break. We'll come back into this. Chris Martin Show.
Now for a limited time, the new $1.99 crispy tender wraps are here at Sonic. Who could deny a crispy chicken tender with bold flavors like hickory barbecue and cheesy Baja? And we can't forget the crisp lettuce and melty cheese to make the perfect bite. Wrap yourself up with some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic $1.99 crispy tender wraps. Tax not included, limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Funny thing about gas, people constantly complain about the price of gas. Those same people that will complain about paying $2.80 for a gallon of gas
We'll
will
drive
pay
right
$9
around the corner. Yeah.
$9 for a cup this big.
Yep. I am people.
Can you believe these gas prices? Give me a $12 cup of coffee.
I am those people.
It's wild out there, man.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Don't Worry, Be Fluffy World Tour.
The minute you get into a brand new relationship, like magic. You know who really notices just how happy you are, guys? Other women, not your woman. Look how happy he is. I bet I can change that.
Friday, May 10th, FedEx Forum. Get your tickets now at fluffyguy.com. Don't miss a Memphis Don't Worry, Be Fluffy World Tour.
Lindsey Harding has gotten a chance to interview for the Charlotte Hornets vacancy.
She's proven that she could coach on the men's side. She's done a fantastic job and got this G League opportunity and was Coach of the Year. This is fantastic for women's basketball.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by January 12th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account and be entered into our Grizmas drawing. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
LifeCare Ambulance is proud to be an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. At LifeCare, they wear their hearts with pride. Their passion is their people. They want you to love what you do and where you do it. Their employee-driven culture encourages a healthy work-life balance and supportive work environment. They invest in your success and well-being so that you can provide the best care for the patients that they serve. Join the incredible team of EMTs and paramedics in Memphis, Nashville, and across the nation today. Learn more at lifecareamb.com.
It's more fun to be there live to see the Memphis Grizzlies hit the court all season long. From the electricity and FedEx Forum to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Grizzlies basketball. As the official marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies, Ticketmaster gets you in with a huge selection of seats. So get off the couch and into the stands while you still can. Score tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Don't Worry, Be Fluffy World Tour.
The minute you get into a brand new relationship, like magic. You know who really notices just how happy you are, guys? Other women, not your woman. Look how happy he is. I bet I can change that.
Friday, May 10th, FedEx Forum. Get your tickets now at fluffyguy.com. Don't miss a Memphis Don't Worry, Be Fluffy World Tour.
Welcome back to the Media App, presented by Caesars Sportsbook. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Look, ball so hard they don't know what the rate mean. Yeah, pedal to the metal, I'm gone, don't chase me. Yeah, all up in my zone, can't no one faze me. Yeah, all eyes on me, got the whole world waiting. Say I'm in my bag, that's an understatement. My wings got a mask, so they gonna hate. The pack got me going like a runaway. On beats, I go down like I'm from the bay. Let me demonstrate, watch me float to the bank, I levitate. I'm in my zone, NCAA. Straight to the top, how I elevate, scoring on every play. Yeah, top-notch player, I ain't never been better. Thanks to everyone who got it, now I got a vendetta. I knew I was the man before anyone told me. And the job ain't done till I hold that trophy. Look, ball so hard they don't know what the rate mean. Yeah, pedal to the metal, I'm gone, don't chase me. Yeah, all up in my zone, can't no one faze me. Yeah, all eyes on me, got the whole world waiting. Look, ball so hard they don't know what the rate mean.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon
Pedal
Show.
to the metal, I'm gone, don't
Show's always brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. Caesars Sportsbook. You can go to your app store. You can type in Caesars Sportsbook, and you can download it for free. You can use it legally in the state of Tennessee. New users get up to $1,000 back as a bonus bet if you lose your first wager using the code GCM1000. GCM1000. Caesars. Bye. 2 games tonight. Early game is going to be the
Celtics and the Heat from Boston. Celtics looking to close this one out.
13.5.
Close.
No Porzingis.
Close. It's 14. 14 and a half at a couple books.
Bro, just get this over, bro.
Mostly
Slow
across the
death,
board.
bro. Slow death. Get it over with.
All right, and
Mavs,
then
Clippers, live from Los Angeles.
The Crypt.
Clips 3.5.
You would be wrong.
I'm wrong?
Yes, wrong side.
Wrong team favorite.
Wrong side.
Oh, that's dumb.
You got the spread right.
It's game 5.
You
It's
got
at home.
You got the number right.
It's 3.5. Oh, come on.
3.5 for Dallas.
They had to come back from 31 down in the last game.
They did, and didn't even couldn't get it done. I will say this could be the last.
I mean, there's one of these teams that has had the other one down 31 points. Do you think that the Clippers should not be favored? It just makes me feel like I'm wrong about this. Honestly,
it
does.
I think Dallas is going to win. I would think
5 though. I don't think that. I think they're going to win 6.
3.5 tonight. I think Dallas covers.
You think they're going to win tonight and 6?
I think Dallas.
Or you think Clippers will win 6?
I think Clippers win 6. Dallas.
So I think this is going 7.
Yeah, I'll be 7 against 6.
So I think it's going to go Clippers, Dallas, and then 7 is all bets are off.
I think Dallas closes this out in 6.
You do?
You think so?
Dallas wins
So the
tonight,
last game in the Crypt is tonight then for you?
Yeah.
Ever for the Clippers?
Wow.
Yeah.
The last crypto game for the Clippers is tonight.
Get a T-shirt. Remember it.
Okay, so the fact
Never forget.
So the fact that Roser likes it makes me feel more confident.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Whatever.
What do you think? Who do you think wins tonight?
I'll take Clippers tonight.
You think Clippers?
I like.
I feel like it's going to go 7, doesn't it?
Gotta
It's a good series.
Respect the home court.
Yeah.
You know.
Right?
Defend the Crypt.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to look at that.
Before you move into the
Plus, you
place
gotta-
with all the fancy new bathrooms.
Plus, you got to look at that nutty buddy bald guy on the front row going, like, making all those faces at you.
He be tweaking.
Balmer.
He be
It's
tweaking.
crazy. I know.
He
He
drinks
is
like
a nutcase.
18 C4s for the game.
I know it, right? All right. Jessica Benson from The Jessica Benson Show is here. You can watch and listen to her every morning at 8 o'clock via Grind City Media, YouTube, and everywhere else you can find podcasts. All right, Jess, get us caught up to date on what we need to know about.
All right. We'll start with the story that everybody is familiar with, unless you live under a rock, which is Kendrick Lamar finally responded to Drake. Drake. He released Euphoria yesterday. The main takeaways are Drake is lame, Drake is cringe, and Kendrick Lamar really doesn't like Drake. He calls him a scam artist. He calls him a habitual liar. He says that he might have fake abs. He's a bad dad.
Okay.
He would
Can
like
we
him to
talk
stop
about the
saying the
fake ab
N-word.
thing? That's the second fake ab accusation by someone within the industry. So what
Wasn't
is
the other
fake
one-
ab? How do I get these?
Okay, wait. Let me Google.
You can
How to buy
get you can
fake
get
abs.
plastic surgery. I would assume. I don't know.
So
I'm
is
making
it
this up.
liposuction and then they install like abs?
Well, I know you can get abs like painted on.
Painted?
Yes, like when models do photo shoots, you can have the spray tan can be done in ways that accentuates lines, so it looks like you have a six-pack, but
Okay.
you don't. So maybe that's the
It said he went to Columbia.
implication.
It said he went to Columbia and got it done.
That's where you go get all the wild things that aren't
Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, it said he went
legal
to
in the
Columbia.
U.S. of A.
We need to look at that.
It's called ab,
Jason
ab-
Street and Friday
ab
Night Lights
etching.
was going to go to Mexico
That's right.
to be able to walk again.
I had an
Ab
old
etching.
coworker who went to Mexico for some like bizarre kind of liposuction that they wouldn't do here.
How much is ab etching?
I don't
What's it
know.
gonna run me?
Let me scroll. Let me scroll down the
Are you
story.
gonna play golf
with your shirt off?
Yeah, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? Why you want fake abs?
I just don't know how much it is.
Let me see,
Dude, do you know how funny it would be if I came in here and I had abs?
Okay, I got you, bro. If
And
you
you
want
would
to
have
go
to go out of your way to show them.
Yeah.
if you'd be like,
Just constantly wiping my mouth with my shirt.
yeah, this is the Chris Vernon show. Welcome to my abs. So Vernon, if you want to go get an ab etching procedure in Florida, it ranges from $3,000 to $10,000.
Oh.
Bargain.
I was gonna say that feels like a light
Yeah, it considers the
My teeth cost more.
it considers
than that.
surgeon fees, facility fees, anesthesia costs, and pre and post operative care.
Oh.
So yeah, and you can also finance it if you would like.
Get on a payment plan for fake abs.
Klarna. Put that bitch on Klarna.
I want it on Klarna.
Put your ass on
Just a little bit at a time. Did you ever see the TikTok trend where like the guy went up to people on the street and asked them what the most expensive thing on you is? Like
No.
what's the expensive
Okay.
thing? And some people were like smart asses and were like, my brain, which technically is true if you paid for 4 years college or had loans
Yep.
or whatever, or teeth. Can you imagine if you were just like, my abs?
I feel like, have you seen the veneer thing that's been going around?
I just feel
The veneer thing is a
Oh, yeah,
problem
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like people getting like veneer like
I have veneers.
certifications, but like people getting like veneer certifications to like do veneers in 2
Oh,
days.
no.
And,
In
like,
2 days?
Yeah, they're learning how to do veneers in 2 days and like charging people to
Mine
do
took
it.
like 3
So,
years.
so the people
Whittle my
out
teeth
there,
away.
if somebody hits you up about doing veneers,
Don't
watch
do
out.
that.
Make
Don't
sure
do
they're
that.
certified.
That's dumb.
I'll say this though, the reason I brought up the ab thing is because to me, all that other stuff is like surface stuff, right? Like I
Yeah.
don't like the way you dress. I don't like that you say the N-word. I don't like this. I don't like your Canadian ass, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say you got fake abs, to me
I
that
don't think that bothers Drake that much. I think the part where he says you're not that.
to me is like that is the thing that would bother me.
Nah.
Don't you
if
think
I'm
it's
him.
the like
Because
not being a part of the culture?
It's the not being a part of the culture that bothers him the
no,
most.
no.
Drake, it does.
No.
Yeah.
I guarantee you,
he
bro.
can blow that off. He can blow that off as you're a hater.
I guarantee you, bro. The dudes like Drake, that bothers him the most.
Yeah.
Canadian dudes
You
are
don't
like
think
him.
he's heard that 100 million times?
But that's why it bothers him the most.
that's-
It's an
that's why it
assumption.
bothers-
Like,
like,
no matter
you're not-
how hard he works, no matter how many artists he collaborates with, like it's never.
That when Pusha T said you want to comb your fro because your fro wasn't nap enough, that bothered him more than anything else on the song.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be a part of the culture
I don't
so
know,
bad.
man. If you exposed me as getting plastic surgery on my abs, I'd be like, damn it, man. I want people to think I worked for that.
He used to pose in the gym too. He used to be in the gym like this.
I know.
Like,
Did you see how
bro.
Barbara Streisand commented on that Melissa McCarthy picture and was like, "You look great. Are you on Ozempic?" Like it was the comment, like it wasn't a direct message, and now she's had, but same kind of energy.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want people to point it
Yeah,
out if
right.
I had. But my favorite bar in the
Because
entire
it's a guy. Guys care about that
True.
stuff.
Well,
The
because
guys
you're
do not want you to.
because you're not supposed to care about it.
That's right.
Like,
The
it's-
guys that get nose jobs, guys
Yeah.
that get this stuff done, the guys that do whatever. There's never been. How many guys have you ever been around and be like, yeah, I take steroids? Like, they usually all lie about it.
But yeah, I pump twice a day,
Yes.
man.
Most of get this juicy pump.
Get Get this pump in, bro.
Bro, the Liver King said he was natural.
My guy got veins everywhere, bro.
Had to
Everywhere.
walk that one back.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
He's spending $60,000 a week on steroids.
Yeah.
My
Guys don't
favorite
want to admit that
part
stuff.
of the, because it really did feel, it wasn't anything revolutionary from Kendrick. This was like very much just I don't like you.
A
Here's
warning. And a
why. I'm not
warning
going to
that,
waste
like,
my
yeah,
time.
threats.
I'm not going to sit down and like write my magnum opus
Right.
about how much I dislike you. Like, it is what it is. So much so that he confused Haley Joel Osment, the actor from The Sixth Sense, and Joel Osteen, the big
That did
church
happen.
preacher,
That
the
did
mega-
happen. Yeah, it
and he
did
said,
happen.
"Am I battling ghosts or AI? Feeling like Joel Osteen. Funny, he was in a film called AI, and my Sixth Sense telling me to off him." He just got him mixed up.
You think so?
Why else would you? Haley Joel Osment is the one who's in the movie AI and was in The Sixth Sense.
Maybe it didn't
I
rhyme
feel like
as
he just
well.
got them confused.
But wait, what's the first line though?
Am I battling a ghost or AI?
That's the
Feeling like Joel Osteen. Right?
He might confuse it too.
Or he might have just been like, I don't even have the time to get this name right. Maybe he was
maybe.
just writing one day and he's like,
Huh.
I'm not even going to correct it because who cares? I don't care that much, man.
Bro,
So we
the-
finally got Kendrick, and I see so much like, how is Drake even gonna respond? Like, he will.
Oh yeah,
He
He'll
did.
do
He said last
something. He
night.
can't
He was
stop.
at a concert last night and said, "I know what I got to do."
Yeah.
By the way, the
God,
sexy,
make it end,
the
please.
sexy red line is pretty
The
funny
sexy
too.
red-
The sexy red line is
That's
funny.
just funny, bro.
He called Drake an Instagram model.
He called you a baddie.
See, you're an
You a
Instagram.
baddie.
You're a baddie.
You're a
And that
baddie.
goes
You
with the
want to
fake
pop
abs.
ass with him.
Fake
Right? That's
abs.
what you want.
Duck
You want to
lips.
shake it with them. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah,
your.
we got it.
All right, I ran this by Jess. I want to run this by you too. Also, I came this other way. Why I think I've never liked Drake either. Why I just think there's something we don't trust you. He has a cat.
Is that true?
He's a grown man, single, and has a cat. He doesn't have a dog.
I told y'all my theory about people
I-
with cats, bro.
I thought. Well, this is my thing. I think if you have a,
You're not a cat person. You're a dog person.
but I think
am
if
too.
you have a dog, you're a single man, I got a dog. I think if you have a dog and a cat, that's okay.
Nah,
if
bro.
you got a cat that's from a marriage,
Oh,
your wife
gonna
has a cat,
You are about to get in a fight, brother.
I
or
know.
your,
I'm gonna
or
say
your
this.
girlfriend has a
There's
cat,
dudes out there with cats.
that's cool.
There
But
are.
I think like grown single dude, like bro, if you're gonna have a cat, you better have a dog too. You can't just have a cat.
I got a theory about cats, but I'm gonna save it for Rosa, I feel you on that, bro.
We don't trust you. We don't trust you.
We don't know many black dudes with cats.
Like
Just
a
saying,
cat.
bro.
Like just a cat.
Just a cat. Like you ain't seen about the brothers, bro.
Now, I
Just,
will
yo, look at my
say-
homie Teddy or whatever, Garfield. Like, bro, no, we ain't doing that, bro.
Cats are
I'm
the
sorry.
easiest. More men maybe should have cats because they're so damn easy. You don't have to do anything.
I got
You just
scratched by
let 'em
one as a
loose.
little kid, and I've hated them ever since.
I don't trust cats, bro.
We're
We don't trust
in our
you.
pet sitting endeavors. We watch a lot of
I
cats,
don't
and there
like
are some very, very sweet cats. We're watching one of the sweetest cats that I've ever watched in all my existence. But on top of that, that cat is always on the counters. No matter how many times you try to spray it with the little
Yeah.
spray bottle, I just could not deal with the fact that that cat would crawl over all of my things all the time. It has no boundaries.
I was
like how-
spending the night at one of my buddy's house when I was a little kid, and his cat got on my back
Yeah.
Oh
in the
God.
middle of the night.
Well, that's.
I don't like the
I've hated
unpredictable.
cats
I don't like how
ever since.
unpredictable they are. Like
That's
they
the-
look at
the-
you, you don't know what
I
they're
know.
thinking.
That's the
Like
Kendrick
dogs, you
line
can
in
tell.
there. Crody. That's Drake's cat. Crody. That's the name of his cat.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Crody in Euphoria. When he says Crody,
Oh.
that's the name of Drake's cat. It's Crody.
There's only
And then he mentions the Chinese restaurant in Toronto. Like, I guess he's supposed to be like, I'm eating your cat from a Chinese restaurant. Like, that's it. Yeah, like, that's like part of it. Like, that is like.
Come on.
I'm serious.
Enough.
There's
Okay.
did you know that this song crashed Genius?
Yes.
Yeah.
Crashed it.
That's when you know you're
Yeah.
doing too much.
What
When
Tony
everybody's
say?
got to figure out.
What
everybody's
Tony
gotta-
say?
Too mathematical.
Too mathematical.
Hey,
Hey,
That
there's
was
only
That's
one.
my issue with Taylor Swift.
There's
Yeah.
one brother that can have a cat. Is Brandon Clark. Shout out to my dog.
What?
But a cat, not a
That's the
dog.
only person that can have a cat.
You look at him trying to correct his
Okay.
ass. You still feel the exact same way,
I do.
but you are a weenie.
Yeah.
And so you have
just
to
said,
say,
shout out Brandon Clark.
Yeah, now you have to say, except for him, he's cool. Everybody else is a lame-ass weirdo that we don't trust.
I didn't say all
Except
that.
this guy that I have to deal with.
Yeah.
He's cool.
That's
Dev,
my
what
dog.
if he asked you to cat sit?
Soft!
What if he asked you to cat sit?
Hell no. Take that cat somewhere
What's
else.
the next story?
Cat sitting is the easiest money you can ever make. Cat sit for the.
don't trust
I
cats,
promise.
bro.
We'll talk off air. All right. The next one is I would not normally put this in a pop segment, and I usually keep my theater tendencies to myself. But I just went to New York City, and I just saw 3 shows in 2 days, and the Tony Award nominations came out on Tuesday. And it corresponds with the Tony noms because I saw this play called Stereophonic, and it is one of the best things that I have ever seen on Broadway. And if you are going to New York or you know someone going to New York, you should either go see Stereophonic yourself or tell them to go see Stereophonic. It got a record number 13 Tony nominations. It is a play but it is a play that was nominated for Best Original Score because it's about a band over the course of a year making an album. It's very Daisy Jones and the Six vibes, but with better writing. And it's like the tales all the time trying to do the Fleetwood Mac thing, the relationships that exist, the drugs, the interpersonal piece of it. But they make bomb music. And there is a song, the lead singer of Arcade Fire is the guy who wrote the music for it.
Wow.
And the song at the end of Act 1 would be like one of my top 5 songs of the year. It's incredible. It's a banger.
All right, 2 questions. Is it adult?
It's pretty adult.
Pretty adult.
They're like snorting coke out of a bag on stage.
Whoa.
So.
Pretty adult.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's as adult as it gets.
The second thing is there anybody famous in it?
So there's a lot of fringe famous people, like the lead actor. I didn't even realize it during the time, but he played the brother on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And then I was really focused. There's a woman in it named Joyanna Canfield, who I actually went to Yale summer drama school with in 2009, and I did not know that she was in this show. And I like opened the playbook and I was like, holy, like that's Joyanna Canfield. And she's been on Succession. She's on the most recent season of American Horror Story. So it kind of feels like her star is about to take off. She's really, really good.
Yep.
But there's only 7 actors in it, and 5 of the 7 got nominated for a Tony. And I think
Can you get into it?
Yes, and that's the best part.
Oh, you can.
It's still affordable-ish. I mean, Broadway tickets are insane, but in comparison, and they're available. And I think it's because it's
not
a
sold
play.
out all
Like
the time.
people always go and want to see
Yeah.
a musical. That's how I normally am too. And none of the musicals right now like really spoke to me. I did end up seeing the Cabaret revival, which ticket prices for that are just stupid. We bought a ticket in a partial view in the orchestra just to say that we are in the mezzanine, just to say we were in the building. But this play is really good.
All right, Stereophonic. And what are the other 2 you saw?
I saw Mother Play with Jessica Lange, iconic.
Great.
Yes, very moving. Some of the subject matter is like a little old and like has been done before, but the playwright Paula Vogel, it's autobiographical. So what do you want her to do? Change her life? But Jessica Lange was everything I could have ever wanted. And Jim Parsons was in it from Big Bang Theory, who I don't normally love, but I thought he was really, really good. And then Cabaret stars Eddie Redmayne and a woman named Gail Rankin, who's going to be in the next season of House of the Dragon. And she was unhinged. And they give you a shot when you get in the door.
What's the biggest thing that's going on there right now? Cabaret is the biggest
Well, it's
thing.
controversial because it
Why?
got panned.
Oh.
Not panned, but it was not received with it was on the West End for a couple years and
People
like
didn't like it.
beloved. People loved it in London. It's made the transfer. It hasn't had the same punch. It's really like the show itself is expensive to put on, and the tickets for it are expensive. You can get like bottle service. They dress it up as a club. You show up an hour early. You can buy a bottle of champagne and like walk around with your bottle, and it's immersive, but
it's not.
I wouldn't pay for the
It's lame.
Like get a cheaper ticket.
Yeah.
The more I sat on it, the more I liked it, and I like Cabaret as a show.
I got you.
But then the musical that got the most nominees is Hell's Kitchen, the Alicia Keys musical.
There's an Alicia Keys
It just
musical?
came out. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they had like a.
Is it about her?
Yeah, it's like an autobiographical
musical. And with her
cool.
music, and it's supposed to be pretty good. I heard it's a good time.
Is she in it?
No. She was
They
just
just have an
producer on
actor
it.
that plays her.
Yeah, and apparently the actor who plays her is really
Do you stand up and applaud at the end of all these?
So that's a funny question.
Cause I see like movies and they always like everybody stand up together. They do that.
Everyone gets a standing ovation now, and it's that Yale program I was in. I like notoriously had a professor who gave this long rant about not everyone deserves a standing ovation. Like you should really feel moved to stand if you're going to give a standing ovation.
Because otherwise,
no one
you
else
give them-
abides by. Like it's
Oh,
now.
wait,
now
everyone
you are,
gets a trophy.
Yes, it is.
No.
It is, and it drives me insane.
You don't even have to do a great job.
You go to like, God bless the Orpheum, but you see, a great show, and by the time it's not even just for the leads. Like the first member of the chorus comes out, and everyone's on their feet. And Chris always gives me a heart. He's like, just support everyone, and I'm like, no, it shouldn't be that way.
A very average performance does not deserve.
Yes, but I would have given a full standing ovation for the cast of Mother Play. I thought it's a 3-person cast, and they were great. And I would have given a standing ovation for Stereophonic.
Gotcha.
Probably wouldn't have given a standing ovation for Cabaret, although the crowd ate it. Like from the beginning, they were hooping and hollering. It's like the new Broadway where people are like being loud and involved in the midst of it, which is fine. I don't want to be the get off my lawn because I want theater to be more accessible and more people to like have a good time going and seeing it.
But also shut up.
Yeah, also shut up. And also make them really earn that standing ovation.
You got a little woke for me for a second there, Jess.
Yeah, golly, come on.
I
Be
wanted to be
better.
inclusive and everybody to be involved. Shut up in the theater. All right? There's some decorum
Okay,
here.
but don't you think
I'm
there's
trying
always
to
been-
watch this show.
Okay, so like people don't like the theater because it feels so stuffy. For a lot of people, they're, oh, it's hoity-toity, or oh, it's like corny or whatever. And so if people like getting up and cheering during a show makes them feel like it's more like a concert event or now there's a limit. Like, please, for the love of God, do not sing. If you show up to a Broadway show and are singing behind me, I'm going to kill you. Like, I might commit a crime.
That's a promise.
I want to be inclusive, but not that.
But not that. They have
levels
to
to
draw
inclusivity,
a line.
bro.
There are levels to this. But it was fun to see, and like people love going. So it was a good time.
Stereophonic sounds like something I got to go see.
It's so good. Like I feel like a lot of shows will try to do what Stereophonic did, and it will feel cool to say, oh, I remember when Stereophonic did it first, and I was so moved. It's 3 hours, and I never wanted it to end. Sorry, I should have led with that. But it was like a TV show that I wanted another season. I wanted to catch up with these characters. I want to know what they're doing in 10 years, and I really want an album. So fingers crossed. Next up, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are back in the news. Somebody in the chat said, I hope we don't talk about Taylor Swift today, and that is unfortunate because everybody is wondering if Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will show up to the Met Gala. The next time we all convene, the Met Gala will have occurred. It is Monday. If you have women in your life, prepare yourselves. It is adult prom and all those celebrities and everybody who shows up wearing bizarre outfits and costumes. But the early reports are that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will not be there because her European tour starts next week. And she was just with Travis Kelce in Las Vegas at a Patrick Mahomes charity event. She had to sit with Brittany Mahomes. It kind of made me chuckle thinking like, I'm sure they're friendly, but they spent all that time together during the season. And now it's like, and we're spending time together in the off season. And the clip that has gone viral is Travis is on stage and he's screaming like, Viva Las Vegas! Yeah. And Taylor Swift is caught on camera and a lip reader interpreter saying, this again, I can't do it. But I want to tell people not to. I am married to a Travis, like somebody who just truly does not give an F about what anyone thinks and just gets up there and is having the time of his life. And sometimes as the partner of that person, you're like, here we go again. But it's all in good love. And they were all over each other. Like, they're so affectionate with each other. And there was a report that she didn't want to go back out on tour because, like, she's so in love. She's in her WAG era, like wives and girlfriends of a sporting star. But then her new album debuted at #1 on Billboard. It's her 14th #1 album on Billboard, which is just insane. And I feel like there was a very pointed response from her being like, I'm so excited to get back out on tour. Because she owes it to her fans. Like, this tour has... I know people who are flying to Europe because it was cheaper to get tickets in Europe for the Eras Tour than it was in America, which is insane. But she'll have to leave Travis and go back out and take on the world. I am curious how much of the new album will immediately get linked into the tour.
None of it.
None?
No. It's
not a stadium vibe.
Maybe
album.
two songs. Maybe two songs.
I've already made the Swifties mad. I'll withhold from any further
maybe
things.
two songs. The only person I only care about one person at the Met Gala.
Who? Rihanna?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, those are so boring.
Billie Eilish.
Nope.
Anna Wintour herself.
Tyler the Creator.
Russell Westbrook. Nope. No, he's still playing.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Oh.
Nope. He won't go.
Shit.
I don't know. If I had to pick any Grizzlies player who would someday get invited to the Met Gala, it would be Jaren.
It would be Jaren. Gilgeous Alexander. He
The
won't
GOAT
be there.
of the Met Gala.
Oh, Heidi Klum.
Jared Leto.
Heidi Klum and Jared
Last
Leto
year, he showed up with a cat head.
That's right.
Cool looking. Remember that?
Yeah, he did.
He had the cat head.
Yeah.
And he like put it on, and then he like, but then he took it off and was just carrying it around like that.
What?
Go look it up. Put Jared Leto cat head.
Yeah.
It's the greatest outfit.
He did an
He showed up
outfit
dressed as
change.
a freaking cat. He looks like Seth Rollins.
But did you
Hilarious.
see Heidi Klum always does something crazy too, and like last year she did the peacock where like she made her assistants be the feathers of the peacock around her. There's always something absurd.
Did you say
How
Doja
awesome
Cat?
is that cat head?
He looks insane.
Did you say Doja Cat?
And no one knew who it was for the longest time.
I know.
That was the best part.
Nobody knew who the cat is.
That is awesome.
To show up as the Met Gala dressed like a friggin' cat is hilarious. And the hat. And
There's
the
no
hat,
the
it's like
rules.
a mascot size head.
Yeah, he's just walking around.
Amazing.
People should do that more often.
Oh no, he wears goofy stuff every year.
Hey, Bo, no, and then he's the GOAT.
Or we dressed like Jesus when he. Another year he's holding his own head.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I love that. I love that
I'm
he's a
with
person
this.
that does not take it seriously like
Well,
everybody else. I
Dude,
respect
he's
that.
amazing.
I respect that.
When he had that friggin' cat head underneath his arm and he was just like walking around, I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Lil Nas X dressed up as like a robot last year.
That's
wasn't
right.
Oh, that's right.
He was a robot or something.
This year's theme is Sleeping Beauties, Reawakening Fashion.
Oh,
There
no.
we go.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Can't wait.
All right,
I'll
what
bring
we
you the
got
back.
for-
Okay, well, this morning, as I was on the show, I received my favorite kind of a headline update. Kate Middleton update. I was like, oh, Kate Middleton.
Kate
We have not
Middleton.
heard from Kate Middleton since the video, and then we all found out she had cancer, so we just stopped talking about Kate Middleton because that felt inappropriate.
Is she fine?
According to her husband, and apparently he's still her husband, Prince William, he was at an event and was asked about her, and he said, "We are all doing well. Thank you." And then the reporter followed up, and obviously Catherine, and he said, "We are all doing well." And that is quite literally the entirety of the Kate Middleton update.
That's the
And there was an
update?
entire, multiple stories written about this update on Kate Middleton. And, okay. So according to
Did they
Prince
ever say
William,
what kind of
Kate is
cancer
doing
she
fine.
has?
No. And they didn't say what kind of cancer the king has either. He returned to work this week. So the royals are back in the news. And Prince Harry is going to the UK for the 10th Invictus Games this month. And the big conversation there is, will he see his dad? There was, Page 6, Daily Mail, essentially was saying that King Charles is quite busy right now and might not have time for a reunion.
His son
And
might not have time for his kid.
exactly. And essentially said, like, he has access to his father, but the trust is long gone. But the door is open. Meanwhile, for William and Kate, they will not be seeing Prince Harry when he pops over across the pond.
Wow.
So, drama. But where is Kate Middleton? I'm just
We don't know. We still don't know.
I don't take a "we're all doing fine" as we've learned, okay? We went through it this past spring.
Yeah, Kate Middleton. Shout out to her.
All right, fifth and finally, I was really happy to hear you guys begin the show with the importance of May 1st because it's gonna be May. NSYNC forever. It got me thinking early this morning about favorite pop songs of all time. And then this clip of Anne Hathaway, who continues to do her PR tour for this movie coming out that's based on the smutty romance novel about the older woman who has an affair with a young pop star a la Harry Styles. She did an interview and was asked her ultimate pop song. And she said, Madonna's Like a Prayer and Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time or Toxic. And I was curious, when I say pop song, what immediately comes to mind?
The first thing
for
that you
For the first thing.
The first thing you
thing.
said.
So you text me your stories on Wednesdays, what they are. So
Yes.
Call Me Maybe.
Oh, I love
It's the
that.
first one that came
Oh,
to my
the
head.
first-
Was
they-
Carly
they-
Rae
it's
Jepsen,
just
Call Me
maybe.
Maybe.
This is gonna show my age.
Just
The first thing when you said pop song was Billie Jean.
Okay.
That was the first song
Yeah.
that popped in my mind.
It's a
I
great
think
one.
the king of pop would be an
Yeah.
assumed answer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think
Billie
that's
Jean,
like your
Thriller.
consummate pop song because it's got like the harmonies, the melodies,
Yeah.
and the beat.
I think I Want to Dance with Somebody. It is
Yeah.
the ultimate wedding dance floor opener
That Rayford's
great song.
for anyone. Whitney forever.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that YouTube? You ever seen that video where it's the isolated vocals of that?
Yes.
Craziest
Yeah.
thing ever.
It is great.
She's seriously the greatest like voice ever.
Yes.
Whitney
Like,
Houston.
Shut up, Whitney.
Yes.
Yes. Shut up,
They like isolated her vocals on
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, God,
They did one similarly to And I Will Always Love You, and it's
freaky.
remarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You asked me, probably like I Want It That Way.
Yeah.
Tell me
That's
why
another-
ain't
it's
nothing.
another-
Oh, God.
It's a consummate pop
That-
song.
when I hear that, I know what I'm dealing with.
I know
talking
what,
about
I
all
know
three
what
of
no
the-
one's going to say.
What?
All those songs.
What a pro wants.
Oh yeah, Chet Holmgren and
Screw
Shea Gillis
them.
Alexander.
Screw them.
They're
Pop
out.
princes.
Screw them.
Or No Flex Zone.
Yeah.
No, flex zone.
Shout out Ray Shrimmer, bro, but that song's annoying as hell on these commercials.
Dude.
Yeah, it's really bad.
You know, Simmons and Russillo were talking about this on Monday. The problem is this. It's the same four commercials.
It is,
Yeah.
like rotated around.
If you love the NBA, you're literally seeing the same
And if you love basketball, it started during March
It
Madness.
all started
Yes.
during March Madness.
So you have
Hotel-
been
Same
stuck
four.
Hotels.com.
in purgatory.
Like, can't they
The
have
iPhone, the Apple commercial.
Why can't they have a rotation of like 4 different commercials?
Yeah.
It's awful.
One for every brand.
I watched all
It drives
of,
me crazy when our commercial runs longer than
Oh,
a
me
week
too.
on Grizzly games.
I take my
Yeah.
earpiece out. I watched all of the games when I was in New York. I watched without volume or was in settings where like we would mute commercials or whatnot. And so I was back last night for the Knicks Sixers game, and the first time I heard no
What a
flex
pro
zone.
wants?
No
Oh.
flex zone. I was just like, I can't take it anymore.
Hey, did
like
you-
I was free.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the story that just came across my timeline.
Ooh, what?
About a famous couple are going their separate ways because one of them didn't want to be a super sperm donor.
Oh.
Kim Kardashian and Odell Beckham Jr.
Wait, what?
They were together?
Yeah.
They were together?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Who
they've
knew
been
that?
they've been fizzling
Yeah.
for a while.
Who knew that?
And now they're going their separate ways?
Black Sports Online
I'm
said
stunned.
Odell didn't want to be a super. Look up the quote. Go look it up. Black Sports Online. My computer's dead.
What are you talking about?
They broke up, bro. They were together. Kim K and OBJ.
Since when?
They were in a situationship. Oh my God. If you type Black Sports Online Kim Kardashian, the first thing that comes up is 25 unreleased Kim Kardashian Playboy pictures.
Really?
Yeah. You're welcome, everyone.
Roser's like, where?
Dude,
I
if
ain't
you,
seen
if
those
you-
before.
you don't need to look at Kim. If you want to see Kim Kardashian naked, you can see Kim Kardashian naked. It's not difficult to find. There's an entire movie. If you know,
Oh, okay.
superstar
It's-
all from a home movie.
It's hard to find that
It
video.
said OBJ allegedly moved on from Kim Kardashian when he found out she wanted him to be a sperm donor to create a super athlete. Come on.
That's kind of funny.
Black Sports Online writes the best headlines out there.
Come on.
That's
Us
funny.
Weekly says the situationship has come to an end.
Is this a shot at the kids she already has that they're not good enough at sport?
Right? Is Kanye short? Like,
Right.
you know?
Like these little kids ain't good enough.
I want to dominate.
You're going
Get out
nowhere.
behind.
I need an athlete.
Hey, who's that guy that caught the ball with one hand?
Yeah.
No, not Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah. She needs to get somebody tall. Maybe she'll
God.
call Chris Humphries back.
She
Not Chris Humphries.
No, she's probably jealous of Courtney's kids because she's got Tristan Thompson.
Oh, maybe they can really play.
Chloe, that's
They're
Chloe.
probably dominating
Chloe,
at the
Chloe.
family
Chloe,
events.
yeah.
Probably
Oh
getting.
yeah, Courtney's got Disick or whatever.
Yeah, they're doing.
Yeah,
And
they're-
Travis Barker.
Yeah.
They're
Are
on
they-
the drums. They'll
Are
be
they still
fine.
together?
Yeah, they
At
are
the
still
family
together.
events, Kanye's kids
Yeah.
are getting dominated, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tristan Thompson's kids are just dunking on him.
They're absolutely dunking on him.
She's like, you know what? I'm taking this. OBJ.
Yeah.
Of all the athletes I went out with, I ended up having kids with Kanye.
Well, and you know, like Travis
All
Scott.
the men
Right?
who could be.
God, I could have freaking 5 little Reggie Bushes.
Miles Austin.
And he even got his Heisman back. Nothing controversial about him.
I could be having Heisman's.
Reggie Bush. Miles Austin.
I could have Heisman's.
Chris Humphries.
What was I thinking?
Who else?
My kid was
else
supposed
has
to dance
she
on
dated?
TikTok.
He's like, now these kids talk
Who?
back. They got minds of their own and they're short.
Did you ask who else has she dated?
Bro. You know, like, deep down, she thinks that about North.
Of course.
Dude, that little girl.
Oh, I know.
Dude, she's
She just rolls her eyes at her mom all the time.
she is little Ye.
Yeah.
She is a little Kanye.
They always say that. They say the first boy is the mom, and the first girl is the dad. That's a thing, and that's a thing that I read way after we had our situation, of which that is our situation. And I was like, Jesus, that's true. It's also more true with my family too. My sister is much more like my father, and I am much more like my mom.
I'm just like my mom too.
Right?
I'm more like my mom.
Are you like your dad?
I'm like my mom.
And you don't have an older sibling?
No, I'm an only.
Wow.
I'm alone.
only children.
All right, thanks,
Let's get
Taylor.
dark and
Okay,
existential.
All right, Taylor. Go
Why
write
don't you write
31 songs?
Or 31 songs. 31
Why don't you write 31 songs about being alone?
I'm alone. Damn, just you all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Jess, only child. Let's go.
I was the only child up until like 12 years ago, so it's all good.
I got stepsisters, but
Yeah.
Well, even though y'all don't believe that's
Chris
my...
and I, just two only children.
Yeah, we still don't
Our
believe
kids
it.
won't have it.
We don't trust you.
We don't trust you.
Hey, speaking of that, he's about to graduate from middle school, bro.
I'm
wow.
aware.
Middle school, bro.
Same age as my son.
Middle school. I'm like, my mom was like, you coming to the graduation? I'm like, yeah, I'll
Dude,
be
my
there.
son last night, we were talking, he's like, dude, he's like, high school is gonna be so much better. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, we had to sign up for our electives and whatever. And I was like, High school?
Yeah.
High school, bro.
Dude, the seniors were done today.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
I saw at your school, I know for sure, at Christian Brothers, because I saw one of the moms.
Yeah, seniors are done.
Post that her sons, that today was their last day of school.
And they
And I was
graduate
like,
this
"How?"
week, and they graduate this weekend. Yeah.
That's kind of early.
I know, right?
Yeah, that feels really.
May
I thought we went
Or
till
they
the end of
graduate
May.
next weekend.
I thought we always
No,
wind
that's-
up right
my
to the
kids
end
don't get
of
out
like
till the end of May.
Memorial Day. weekend.
Seniors,
usually when they.
It is.
seniors always.
A
Typically, I
month
think
early?
at private schools, private schools
Dang.
they do. That I know of. Like, yeah, no, we always, our last day was the week of Music Fest, whenever Music Fest would happen, which is this week, and then you graduate the weekend after.
By the way, you know anybody going to the music festival this
I'm
weekend?
going.
You are?
Yeah.
It's
Oh!
this weekend.
Jelly Roll.
What's it? Yeah, I need to holler and get Jelly Roll in here. What
He
day
don't
is
play
he?
till Sunday.
Damn it.
So you ain't gonna be here till what, Saturday night?
Yeah, he won't be here.
You gonna see if we can get Lauren Hill in?
Nah,
You know what?
she gonna show up at 4 o'clock.
Just know, everybody. If Lauren Hill shows up at that damn
It'd be the
festival, I will
coolest
lose
thing
my
ever.
ever-loving mind.
Yes.
You know what's
She
great?
won't, but it'd be great.
No chance.
You know what? Maybe Jelly Roll will stick around Monday though.
He might.
He
Yeah,
might.
get it for Monday.
Maybe.
As long as he doesn't have anywhere to
He's
be.
been busy though. He's turned into a superstar.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out Jelly Roll,
Quick.
bro.
Huge.
He's going on a massive arena headlining tour, man.
Yep.
Shout out Jelly Roll.
All right.
The
it's
weather's
good.
supposed to be great.
It is supposed to be great. I'll be at a soccer tournament.
And it's not a crazy enough music festival. Hopefully we don't get too many hippies down here.
Too many hippies.
Yeah, that's not the music fest.
What about the
You get a lot of
Done.
weirdos
You
down
worried about the
here,
hippies,
man.
bro?
You get a lot of weirdos downtown for music festivals. Beale Street, like this, it's a different crowd.
What are you
I
worried
mean, at
about?
least they're not gonna shoot you.
Yeah. The weirdos just want to smoke a blunt with you. They don't want to
I
shoot
just
you.
want to chill.
Chill.
Yeah, they want to
I just
chill.
want to jam out to
No,
Odessa's.
they're weird.
Yeah, bro.
So good, I stink.
They're loiterers. Yeah.
Loiterers.
They
They're
just-
contributing to our downtown economy.
No, they
He
set
doesn't
up.
want him to.
No, they'll just set up camp somewhere. They'll be like, this looks like a nice sidewalk. They'll be like, I like this sidewalk. It's nice and clean. Sit here. It's like,
What sidewalk?
He said he's mad about somebody sitting on the sidewalk.
Like, get out of here.
This is a nice sidewalk. I'll sit here.
Send us some photos this weekend. I need to see some
The next thing you know, they'll put up a tent, and they'll ask you to throw them a bottle of water down. I've had that happen, by the way. Yes.
Rose is like, I swear it's a true story. There was a tent in front of my house.
Loitering.
It wasn't a tent. It was a hippie with a backpack. walking
Just a
by.
backpack.
He's like, do you have any water? Have some water. And I was like, no.
Roser hates the hippies.
The homeless dude has Roser for water. He's like, no.
You can't hydrate.
No, it wasn't anymore.
Person. What's an homeless person? It
Guys,
was
like I'm dying. It hurts.
Roser has like 8 water bottles in his backpack.
Hey, stop loitering.
got like 6 in the fridge.
He's like,
911, I'd like to report a loiterer.
No,
I'd consider it if you weren't loitering
it's just
outside
a
my
nomad.
house.
It's just a nomad. He just walks around like.
You a wild boy.
I'd throw water out. I just love things that bring people downtown Memphis. So I will be excited for the electricity. They can loiter on my. Well, please don't. But
Loiter.
loiter.
All right, we're done with today's show. Be back tomorrow. Until then.
Loiter.
Oh my God.